Well, very good to meet you. Very good to meet you.
Thank you. And,
Yes. Thank you.
Martin, have you got a phone on you?
Ethiopia is a stain on our conscience because the facts show that access to Tigray, where we have been wanting to have 100 trucks every day arrive in Tigray to meet the needs of the over 5 million people there, we've never reached that. We've never had that, and it's been about 10% of that over the last 2 or 3 months.
what will happen in the coming weeks and months in Tigray if you're only still getting in 10% of what's needed?
Well, already we're seeing malnutrition levels going up. So what's called the global malnutrition level in Tigray now is over 22%, which is roughly the same as we saw in Somalia in 2011 at the start of the Somali famine. So it's very significant. Anything over 15% is very significant. What we'll see is the effect of hunger and starvation coupled with the problems of medical problems, of chronic diseases, lack of vaccinations. 200,000 children have missed their vaccinations, for example, in Tigray alone. So the combination of lack of medical care, most of the health institutions there are inoperable, and lack of food will mean that people will start to die.
I'm sure you recalled the images of Ethiopia's famine in the 1980s. Is there a fear that Tigray's heading there again?
It's always in the back of your mind, never mind in Ethiopia, but in any of these countries affected by prospects of famine, because famine is a phenomenon which now we understand better, that when famine kicks in, when it starts, it's viral. And the initial symptoms of that is people dying from disease, not from hunger, because it is the lack of food and the lack of proper nutrition erodes health, and we see the most vulnerable, children of course, as well as pregnant or lactating mothers, dying first. That's what keeps people awake at night, is worrying about whether that's what is in prospect and in prospect soon. For those of us for whom people suffering is off camera, we need to imagine what it must be like if last year's harvest, 90% of it failed. The coming harvest, at least half of it will fail. So people have been eating roots and flowers and plants instead of a normal steady meal. The future of Ethiopia is at risk because the more this war goes on, the more worried we all are about the stability of Ethiopia in that incredibly important region. Ethiopia's stability and unity is of the highest importance, not just for its own people, as you know, but for that region. And that's why we'd like to see leadership taking us in a different direction.